the record. Selamat pagi, although it's night today. I welcome you on a Sunday night, a chill Sunday night in fact, and I greet you from the age of New Babylon. Welcome back to Igat's Yapping, session number 8, I believe. Though I'm actually not quite sure, it could be session number 9. Now that I think about it, it might be session number 9. I actually don't remember, I'm actually losing track of my sessions. But I am more confident in session number 8, so I shall go with session number 8. Now, we have a lot to talk. We have a lot to talk about today. I am not exaggerating. I actually have quite a bit to talk about today, or quite a few topics, and also a bit of a surprise to me that I actually have quite a bit of progress to show you guys. Not as big as the last episode, but who knows? This episode could be 10 times longer or 10 times shorter than the last episode. Of course, the exaggeration is still there, but my point still stands. Who knows who can see the upcoming future? But with that said, as all my session starts, I first have to exit from F1 and go back to first person. Now, I shall not look up yet. In fact, this is one of my progress that I have made between this past 5 days, 4 days? 4 days. I'm actually recording this session earlier because tomorrow is the start of college again. Yes, I've already said this last week. Last week was supposed to be the start of my college, but since we had a holiday this week, we are officially returning back to college tomorrow. And no more all those online classes, but in fact physical classes where I actually have to attend campus, which is a good thing. I'm not downplaying the fact that I have to attend campus. It's a good thing for me. And I have just realized I have not bring my ice water inside the room. Oh my god, what a mistake. Hopefully I can survive without my cold, endearing ice water. Well, not hopefully, I mean I kind of have to survive. But with that said, we have to create our agenda. I think we have been doing this agenda idea for the past 7 or 8 sessions. So we shall still continue it. We shall write our agenda at the start of every session now. I've actually wrote a side here, since I've got a bit to talk about today, as I said just now. So I wrote a side somewhere here, if I can find it without looking up. There you go. Okay. If you actually read the side, none of it makes sense to you. But we shall elaborate one-on-one, or shall get back to it later. At first, of course, we have to talk about progress. Same idea, same spelling, or not same spelling, incorrect spelling. You get the idea. Next, we have to find the schlong. I still have that's the wrong word. SCHLONG, schlong. After 8 episodes, and it is censored SCHLONGG. This should not be censored, hopefully. There you go. Now, after 8 or 7 episodes, we have not found this schlong yet. Hopefully, we can find it in this episode, since I pretty much showed a lot of New Babylon already. So if I can't find the schlong between like 3 or 5 episodes, it's going to be a bit awkward, since I probably will not know where it is at all. So we also have to talk about camping. I know in my previous session I told you guys that I'm going camping the next day. I indeed went camping with my dad. What's next? Let's refer to the side. Euro. What does Euro mean? It's actually anime or a Japanese cartoon to people who are not in sort of the weeb culture or the otaku culture. So it's a show that's currently serializing. It's season 3. I want to talk about it for a bit. What's next? Blood. What does blood mean? It's actually a book that I'm trying to read. That's the wrong spelling. Blood Mary D. So, what is the book? I shall elaborate on the plot later on, but if you heard me just now, I said trying to read. Not currently reading, but trying to read. I shall touch on that fact later on if I do remember it. If I don't remember it, this is going to be a bit awkward. But I'll keep a mental note to remember, to elaborate on what I just said. What is next? Two new games. I was a bit confused at first. And my right earphone is not working. Let me adjust the wire a bit. Okay, it seems to work now. Two new. What does two new means? Two new games that I have purchased. I think on Friday or on Thursday, or maybe yesterday. I'm not that sure. But I bought two new games. I've not played it yet, but I do plan to play it. Maybe on a very chill, fine afternoon or fine evening. What's that? Corner. Yes, Corner Cyclothon, which just ended a few hours ago, I believe. I think it ended at 5:30, 6 o'clock, somewhere around there. And that's the completely wrong spelling. Cyclothon, something like that. Corner Cyclothon. I will elaborate on that later on too. What's next? College. Yes, I have said college is starting tomorrow, so I shall talk about it. Deep Rock Galactic. Yes, Deep Rock Galactic Hazard 9. Yes. I shall also touch on that later. I shall give a further, more in-depth elaboration on what I experienced playing that game. That's in fact actually one of my main games. I have about close to 350 or 360 hours in it. I'm very shameless about that. It's a great game. With that said, I don't think we have any more agendas to put on the list. So I can go ahead and erase this side. Let's just backspace. There you go. Now you may be wondering where I'm standing right now. In fact, you can see behind me there's a new set of buildings, or maybe a new set of platforms in fact. So I shall slowly reveal to you guys what this is. If you remember in my last session, I actually built a platform or an archway on top of this area, or this cargo crates down there. So I have actually basically built buildings on it, as what I did on that. You can distinctively see the buildings in the distance over there. I'm not sure whether it's that clear or whether it translates well in the recording, but I think you can see a bit of the shape of the or the outline of the buildings. And I basically did the same thing over here. It's not that grand, of course, not that beautiful as that, but I am in fact quite proud of it. So in 3, 2, 1, let us turn back, and there you go. Very nice. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 set of buildings here. It's very European style. In fact, I actually think most of these buildings here would fit here and would in fact look better than 90% of the buildings here. But I guess that is just a testament to my improvement in building skills. So let us go closer. So you can see I played my colors a bit. These two colors are not that contrast, and that is good because I don't want to have too much contrast. Like you can see, this two set of buildings is contrasted to these two set of buildings, which I really like. It really makes it feel like a group of buildings. Of course, this is like a standalone industrial type of building, which actually fits more in the orange platform that I built quite a few sessions back. Well, not quite a few sessions back, maybe like 1 or 2 or 3 sessions back. It will fit there more, but I ran out of ideas, so I just plopped one right over here. Now, you might be wondering whether all of this is accessible through survival, or is this accessible through flying only? Well, let us find out. If you go down here on the actual pathway, you can actually see this sort of bridge here. This bridge has been here for quite a bit, but I've actually added a ladder here. So that way it gives a possibility or a path to actually walk on the cargo crates, which I really like. Now I've actually also added this iron trapdoors that connects the cargo crates with one and another. So this is kind of like a small iron bridge. I really like it. You can see it feels sort of I'm not sure whether you guys played this game before. It's quite a famous game. It's called PUBG. I've actually played it with my friends quite a few years back. Of course, I don't play it now. I think it's very trash now. If I heard the recent reviews, I think no, I'm just throwing stones out there. I'm not throwing stones. I'm throwing hints in the shadow basically. So there's this one map where all the cargo crates are stacked on one another, and you have the ability or the choice to walk on it or to battle on top of the cargo crates. Sorry. I am very quickly running out of breath. I made a mistake of not bringing my ice water here. Thankfully I have my water bottle. It has very little water inside, so I have to conserve it throughout the session. I think there's only like 1 gulp amount of water inside here, but I shall save it when the time is really needed or when I actually lose my voice. So now if I turn back, you can see this set of scaffolding here. This actually leads up to the path. So now if we actually go up, I can prove that to you. It takes quite some time to actually go up. So we have an ender chest here, which I actually shall talk about it later onwards. I have some plans about the ender chest. So we have a nice small, very simple interior here. I didn't want to go too overboard. So we actually have a door. So if we open the door, it leads us towards this small 1 by 3 area. 3 by 1 or 1 by 3? Depends on your perspective of it. So you can actually lower down the trap door and open up the gate. That is the inconvenient way of getting on the path. Now, I am not planning to make my paths or my doors or my the entrance, I guess, very convenient, since the part of the messiness of New Babylon is the inconvenience of getting to one place to another. It makes everything not that systematic, which I really like. It really sets apart or sets Babylon apart from other cities where it's very systematic, very logical, everything's very flat. I want mine to be very asymmetrical or very inconsistent or very messy or very unsystematic. That is the plan of New Babylon, or basically that's the theme of New Babylon. Now to actually get down, you can use the same path, or you can just open the gate and just fall down. That's the lazy ways man out of the situation. And I've also added this small, wooden, what do you even call this? A wooden plank, I guess, where it gives sort of like a homely vibe, where this is like clothes drying on the plank where the workers are resting, so they just throw on their clothes over there to let it dry. That's sort of the feeling that I wanted to capture, and I just fell down the path. Now, that's not the only progress I have made. If you go up here to the European district, if you recall, in the past sessions, this like sort of block or group of blocks or group of rectangles here were very messy and not exactly, what's the right word for it? Not exactly beautiful, or it doesn't really inspire creativity. It was just the back of buildings which was very messy, and I have fixed that. Obviously it's still messy, you can see, but that's the point. It's a bit more constructed together. It's not just random pair of blocks put together, but it's actually there is some semblance of patterns. Like you can see the copper blocks acting as wires, or the gradient here where it's supposed to have a window but it's actually closed, because I still wanted it to signify that it's the back of the building, but of course it's not the back that just have random blocks, but it's an actual normal back of a building. Do I make sense? Hopefully I got the message across there. I didn't feel like it didn't make sense too much. Okay, I'm losing my words again, so before I lose my words even more, let us continue onwards. So we can see we have a small space or like a balcony. Obviously none of this is accessible in survival. It's just a back, and there's a dirt on my monitor screen. Let me just take that off, scratch it off a bit. Okay, it's gone. So that is also not the end of the progress update. I think I have not showed this off in the previous yapping session, but I think I said that this area here was not accessible through survival. I have in fact changed it, where now it is fully accessible through survival. So if you remember in my last yapping session, to get on the platform over there, we have to climb the water stream over here, go up here through inside the buildings, through the buildings, go upwards, and you'll come out of this door. Obviously I do not want to go through the process now, it's a bit lengthy, but I've not really made changes inside there, so I don't really see a reason to do that. So if you go here to the end of the path here, you will stumble across a door. So let us open the door, go down the scaffolding. It should take you to that area over there. There's actually another separate area over here, but I'll come back to that. So let us go to the ground floor. Another simple interior, if you can even call this an interior. I just added the roof, made this a bit neater. That's about it. So let's go outside. Oh, I closed the door. I closed the door on myself. Let us close it, open it back and close it. So now you actually can in fact properly access this area through normal means. Now that's not the only area that you can access. Now you can see I added the spruce trap door on this building, or on the side of the building here. That is actually a path that we can access. So if we go up through that little opening that we saw just now, we go through here, through the acacia door, and down the ladder. One moment, I may have to sneeze. In 3, 2, 1. I don't have to sneeze. I think it was just a feeling that came and go. Oh my god, I'm losing my breath, and it's only been 17 minutes. I really underestimated the power of ice water. I do not know how I talked this much in the session 1 or session 2, but oh, and I fell down. So you get the idea. It's just a normal path that you can walk through. I plan to make this building have an interior, but I'm not that sure yet, since I think 50% of this building is occupied by the path that I went through just now. Let's go here. Yeah, I think this was the window here. I think they break it. Yeah, you can see that this connects to the outside. So the wish or the dream is to have an interior inside, but I highly doubt I can fit an interior here. But who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll go spend 30 minutes trying to tinker around inside. But that's it for this area actually. That's not the end of progress, so don't worry. I have what else do I have to show you? I have quite a bit to show you. I think I have 2 more areas to show you. I don't think I updated the orange platform. Not that I can think of anyway. Let me just do one round to check whether I added anything. But I don't think so. I think that's it for this area, and with that we can actually move on to the next area where I have updated it, and it is just right here. I made you 4 sets of buildings. Yeah, 4 sets of buildings, or 2 pair of buildings. This is 1 pair, this is a 2nd pair, on top of a very small archway. I actually added the archway right after we ended off in the last session. I just added this archway right here, and I think about the next day itself I completed this 1 pair of buildings, or these 2 pair of buildings, or these 2 buildings, sorry. And the 2nd day I just finished off this whole area over here. It was quite fast, surprisingly. I did not expect to finish it that fast. I was expecting it to at least remain unfinished throughout this session, but here I am. It's completely done now. It's not actually, no, it is accessible to survival. I I forgot that little fact there for a second. But let us take a round or try to admire the details here first. Now, I actually learned this trick where I remembered that billboard exists. Oh, excuse me, I had to burp. So, you can see I made this orange billboard to cover up the side of the buildings. Now, normally, the side of the buildings, you can normally add windows, like you can see here, the windows with the black concrete or like kelp blocks to act, you know, as sort of like a deco or like sort of like the centerpiece of the side of the building. But sometimes with the scale I'm working at, it's a bit hard to implement this. Obviously, it's not impossible. In fact, adding this with a proper add of windows or like what do you call it, shelves to the side of buildings or like pots and all, it actually works better than what I did over here. But I'm not that good at you know, adding windows and such to the side of buildings, or to try to make it centered, or to try to make it balanced. So instead, I just add copper blocks, the steam, not steam, what is this called again? Glass furnace, and a billboard. Obviously, the color that I choose for the billboard has to contrast with the blue design of the building, so I chose yellow. I think I used yellow wool here and yellow concrete. Now, if I made this whole billboard yellow, it just wouldn't look nice. So I added the stripes here to just add like a subtle detail towards it. Now, if you go to the back of the building, this back, I think it's fairly standardized with the front of the building. Everything's the same, everything is textured the same. Nothing really special here. But if you go down here, upon the scene here where the guy is saying don't jump, and this guy is saying this city needs a new hero. I'm pretty sure I showed off this in the first session. I can't recall it exactly. It's been a month away. It's crazy to think that we are a month into the Igat Yapping session. Like, I thought this was going to be like a 1 or 2 week thing and I'll just quit right away, but here we are with the 8th or 9th session. I still can't remember. So if we go here, we open the trap door, we go onto this very precariously built bridge. I tried to actually incorporate gravity into this bridge here. So you can see I tried to imagine a very slanting bridge where it's being held up by this point and that point. So in real life, it will actually slant here. This would be a bit more steeper, but I couldn't really achieve that. So I just added it, I just built it for it to be flat here. So I think I achieved it look very well, and it has been further beautified by the add of glowberries here, which is very nice. It adds a bit of nature inside the barren cyberpunk district, or a very industrial district. So this that hint of green is very nice. So let us go up and let us actually see how you go onto that trapdoor over there. So let us go back on the path, open the trapdoor, and let us go on the bridge. So we have the door here. We have to crouch down to actually get inside. Let us go inside, close the door, go up the scaffolding and up the stairs, and there you go. That is how you actually go on top of the platform, or on top of the trapdoors here, or on top of the path. Now I think that's it. That's it for this area anyway. I actually tinkered quite a bit in the red light district. Now if you remember in the past session, I actually introduced you guys to a red light district that me and Shadow were very excited over. Now I have actually visited Shadow's red light district up in his city. I'm not going to show it just of yet. I actually need his approval to show you guys that area. I'm not sure whether he wants it to be a secret or not. And I'm also saving that for the 10th episode, where I'm going to show you guys around the Utopia server. And I know some of you guys may be thinking that I'm in the single player world, but you can see here, it says here Utopia. That is not my world. I guess that doesn't prove anything. You guys can't really take my word. But once I show you the world tour, or basically my version of the world tour, since I don't think I am able to capture every single look and cranny of the world, but you guys will actually believe that this whole world is not mine, or it's not single player, that I'm actually playing with people. I do not know why Shadow is very shy to join the realm when I'm recording. Like one time, I actually was recording, and Shadow just left the realm, and he didn't want to be part of the recording. Like, he's too shy. He's a shy old man. Well, let us get back on to showing the progress. Let us fly to the district, and let us go down the bubble elevator. Now, it is still not complete. It's not. I did not rapidly build it as fast as what I built those 4 set of buildings. It's still under progress. I think it's far from being completed. So with that in mind, let us go see the red light district. So it's a bit slow to get down. So there you go. Oh, I really like the mood that I successfully captured in this area. So let's fly for a bit, and let us see the 2 set of buildings, or 3 if you count the middle one, that I built. I am in love with the pair of buildings that I have built here, especially with the size difference. I can see this tall. Excuse me, I'm not sure whether it translates well to the microphone or not. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I've actually just had ice cream not too while ago. Oh, so sorry if I just actually sneezed in the middle of the recording. I just let out a death sneeze all of a sudden. Okay, I am getting sidetracked. But let's see this building. So the style of this building is actually similar to quite a few buildings that I built in the past, where it's 2 block, and then the windows, 2 block, windows, 2 block, windows. Well, it's not actually windows, it's more of like count blocks, right? You get the idea, access windows. So this was actually very tricky to build. So I wanted it to be darker in the ground level, or in the first floor basically. Now darker is not in the sense that it's not much light, but actually the block palette. Now if you go closer, you can see that I've utilized more netherrack in this level compared to the other levels. And also, I actually used orange terracotta, even more in the 3 levels here, and red terracotta. I don't think I've used a single red terracotta here. And I actually faced a bit of an issue when I was placing the orange terracotta. That was too bright and too dominating, where the color was contrasting too much towards the rest of the, well, color palette. So because of that, I utilized these trapdoors, or mangrove trapdoors. So you can see if I open up that trapdoor, you can see the effect where it's a bit too eye-catching. So I just added a trapdoor, and that gave a perfect balance towards it. Of course, it has to be a trapdoor with a hole inside it. What I mean by that is, when you place the trapdoor, you actually need to be able to see what's behind the trapdoor. Not like spruce trapdoor over here, where if you look behind it, you actually can't see. But this mangrove trapdoor, it has a hole inside it, so you can actually see the block behind it. That is very important right there. And of course, I've also utilized item frames to reduce the dominating factor of the color. I've used the stagnate throughout the levels over here. I even used the, banners, like light gray banners, red banner. So I think I captured the so-called vibe very well, where these 2 levels are a bit brighter, and this level here and this level here is not that bright, but this level here is still bright than the first level. Saying this out loud just makes me look like a psycho, but not really a psycho, makes me look delusional. But hopefully you can get to see my vision. I even added this blast furnace here and tough to make it seem like mold, and I really like how I added this deep slate coal blocks for the second level over here. I tried to make it the same for the first level, but it just didn't work well. I've also used this glazed terracotta, blue, I think it's orange or blue, orange glazed terracotta, as sort of like a billboard. I really like that attention to detail right there. Plus, normally for like this chimneys or like brick, the color palette I normally go with, it is diorite and polished diorite, and sometimes like mud blocks or this wax copper block. There we go. This waxed exposed copper block as sort of the color palette or the texture for the chimney. But this time I only used diorite, polished diorite, and rooted dirt. Since this is the red light district, it is of course way more decrepit. In a good way, actually not really in a good way, in a stylishly good way of course. I really like the vibe of red light districts, and because of that, I couldn't really use like too much of the very, what do you call it, smooth blocks. Like obviously I can use polished granite because, not I just realized I said polished diorite, I meant to say polished granite. So I can use polished granite because it blends in well with the brick block, which is obviously the main block for the chimney or the wall basically. So if I use wax copper block, for example, it contrasts a bit too much, just a bit too much, which it can be a bit jarring, or cannot. It won't really fit the vibe of the red light district, or the vibe I'm going for anyway. This is of course all personal preference. So it's I'm the one building it, so I just went with my preference. So if you guys are trying, you can just play around, mix and match blocks. So with a rooted gear in place, I think it just gives off a more aged vibe. And the original plan was to actually just make a boring set of buildings here, but I actually wanted to add a bit of variation halfway through building this building. So I added this pathway. So it goes here, you can see the dumpster, the sign here, banner that says no smoking. Now full credit goes to Shadow. I've actually copied this from the rest of the server, because I think a lot of his builds utilize these banner patterns, because he's very good at making banners. So I just mouse tree it. So if you do not know, you can actually go to a block and middle click, and that will give you said block. By middle click, I mean the button where your scroll wheel is, or M3. You can do it the same as banners, where it will give you the exact same copy. So I basically just went around the server, just trying to get as much banners here as humanly possible. So I can easily utilize that in my building. So because I'm not exactly good at making banners, because I normally have to try to search up like ways if I want a specific pattern or like a letter. So I just went around the server and just tried to grab all the banners that I can. Obviously I didn't destroy them. Shadow, if you're watching this, all the banners are safe. I didn't destroy anything, I just M3'd it. Now let us continue on with the tour. We can see this very small path over here is meant to be cramped, do not worry. A small chimney for this convenience store over here. And we got another third set of building by 3x3. Very basic building. Oh, I'm not sure why this is broken. Let me just fix that. So you can see there's a normal balcony here. I plan to put like a armor stand there. And we have this other building here. Very nice texturing or gradient that I really like. Obviously there's no any details as of yet, but in the future I'll definitely put up some details for this side of the building, because I have done the detailings for this side of the building. So you can see there's a balcony here with some windows and some texture or some mold. And also connecting these two buildings are the set of iron rods. I wanted to put some banners on top there, but I don't really like the feeling, because let's say I put a banner here. I can show you guys right now. I M3 this. I actually put a banner. It looks good for now, or like from afar it looks good, but if you go close, I don't really like the gap here. I really like it to be connected. And also a really cool detail that I added is by using light blocks. So if I go inside my ender chest, which I have cleaned up, by the way. You can see it's very clean. So if I use the light block, you can actually see I have personally placed certain light levels for each of like the, or not each, to highlight certain spots. Like up here, I put this light block at level 2 just to highlight the blast furnace a bit. And you can see here, level 4, level 4, level 3, level 6, level 6, level 3, level 4. I actually placed a banner here just now, so that cancelled out the light block effect. Now if you guys do not know, let's say you can see a light block here, and I actually place a block on top of it. It actually cancels out the light. So because of this, you have to replace it. It's a bit tedious, but it's whatever. Because of this, I think I did an excellent job capturing or highlighting the small details that is available in this district. Now, obviously, I didn't want to half-ass this red light district, so I plan to actually have interiors for most of the buildings here. Like for this, the interior here is obviously a bar. I have still not gotten over my Valhalla bartending action, what do you call it, obsession, where I still want to build a bar. I just like the vibe of it. So if you remember the glowing oak bar, that was a bit rustic, that was a bit woodeny, I guess that's the right word, where everything is built by wood. It's more of like an old school feeling bar, or more like a tavern, not a bar. Here are a tavern, but here I actually wanted to design a proper bar, so I went ahead to try to represent the color purple even more, since that is the color that I think about when I think about bars. So let us go inside. I actually purposely made this choice of where you have to crouch down to go inside the building, since you know the shutters that shops have, where they have to close down, you know, every night to avoid robbers, you know, going inside the shop. So I wanted to have an armor stand here, like trying to open up the shop. So currently the shop is like half open, so the armor stand later on that I will add will further try to exacerbate this idea where the shop is still being open and it's not fully open yet. So I still want to have some customers or some early birds going inside the obviously bar. Now I'm not that sure yet. I still have to think about the storyline later onwards. So let us go down here. Now I really like this interior that I did. I utilized netherite bricks, very expensive to do in survival, and polished deep slate, and I really like it. It gives off also like some kind of diner vibe, and it also the purple stained glass or the purple stained window. Now, because I have a texture pack on, all the glass is like combined. I can actually show you the texture pack I have on right now. And let's go down. You can see my active texture pack, color and borderless glass. Excuse me again. So this texture pack here actually allows the glass on my screen to be all connected, since I don't really like the vanilla texture of glass, but in vanilla this actually looks nice, since I actually utilized a trick here. So from afar it looks like everything is just one plain glass wall, but if you go closer you can just see a hint of shadow over here. You can see here. I pointed my finger in real life. I realized you can't see my finger. So if you actually trace along my crosshair here, you can actually see there's a very light shadow here. So if you go closer, this is actually a block of glass, and this is actually a pane. So what I did here is I placed a glass block on top and placed a glass pane at bottom. So this really gives off a 3D effect, or it avoids the feeling of it being two-dimensional, which I really hate when my buildings do that. So I try to find ways to go around it. So obviously that's not the end. This is a full-blown interior. We have a vending machine here. Obviously it's not working. I don't really plan to make a functional vending machine. The most it can do now is just open up the trap door. But you can actually go inside the bartending area over here. So I utilize these bookshelves or bookcases, chisel bookshelf, as sort of like a bottle rack, an alcohol rack, I guess. So you can see there's many various colored books that I think, because it's not in abundance or because there's not a lot of it, it gives off a feeling that it's actually proper wine bottles or alcohol beverages on top of that. But that's not the end. We actually have kegs here built inside the wall. So my idea was the bartender can just come here, open up the keg here, just play around, open up the keg or the bottle of the keg, and the alcohol is just straight poured down inside our glass here. So we obviously have our brewing stand here, and obviously I said obviously like few times already, but clearly you actually need bottles in the brewing stand to give off the feeling that this is a like sort of like a bartending area, because without it, it doesn't really make sense. So with it, you can see I put in the water bottle over here, so it gives us a feeling that the worker is actually preparing your drinks for you. So we also have a jukebox with a chest full of discs, and some broken disc in there, to sort of like to drive the more feeling of detail inside, to drive the small attention in detail. Okay, yeah, that sentence made sense, so I don't have to correct it. So I also added like this small shelf here with various type of flowers. Also, I just wanted to add like a skull, like sort of like a deco. It's sort of intimidating when you first come in. In fact, I think we should actually change the direction of this skull. So if we go here, controls, listen to me. Go here. Oh, it's almost the correct direction. I think that. Actually no, that looks worse. Never mind. Bad idea. Bad idea comes and goes. So, if you go inside here, we actually have the toilets. Very simple toilet, since it's a bar toilet, so I expect it to be dirty. So I'm going to fill it up with few armor stands here, like maybe a guy vomiting inside the toilet, a guy just sitting on the toilet there. So quite a few ideas here. It's not 100% done. Once the armor stands are installed, it will be 100% done. So if we go outside again, I have another plan for an interior over here. This could be a small restaurant, or small izakaya, or a small cafe. I am not sure yet, but it's not built yet. You can see it still showcases the underside of New Babylon, sorry. If you go outside, I really wanted to emphasize on the scale difference here, since most red light district, they have like the small sketchy convenience store. And convenience store, is generally not big. It's not towering building. So I made this small, and to even it out, I just added like a big building at the back side of it. So I think because of that, it evens it out. It still feels a bit empty, obviously, because this district is still incomplete. There's still many more buildings to go, many more paths to go. This is just a small demo of what you're gonna get. So let's go inside the convenience store. Obviously, since this is a red light district, we can kind of like sell illegal goods here. We clear my inventory. So we have a fridge. I'm going to put like a sign here that says alcoholic beverages. In fact, we can do it now. Let us get what color do we want? Let us use dark oak sign, so we can just it'll be more clear. Alcoholic. In fact, can I even write that, or will it be censored? Okay, I can write alcoholic beverages. BEVAREAG.
You know, I'm keeping it. It's gonna stay that way. So we can use glowing sack, and what else? What dye can we use? We can use cyan dye and white dye. So that is, there you go. So yeah, I think that works. Just adds a bit more storytelling towards my buildings. So diorite floor, since that is what normally convenience. I mean, blah 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 blah. My train of thought just completely randomized. That's one for Shadow to clip, I guess, or to Shadow to put inside the comments down below. So, if we go turn around, we actually have the cashier. Now, this is actually something I learned from Shadow, where you can make this sort of like a glitch style effect. Actually, I'm tempted to do that on top here. So if we go here, let's go to the start of my, what do you call it, sign. We can actually, I think I copied the sign here. How do I do it now? Shift V, Alt V, there you go. And we have to press R, no, not R, K, there you go. So actually he built like this sort of house inside the capital of the server. Obviously I show you guys that on the 10th session. Do not worry, this may seem weird but you guys do not know what building I'm talking about, but basically this building has sort of like tips and tricks on how to make signs, or like very creative. So it mentioned this, the sign that you saw at the start, I actually do not know how to type that on my keyboard right now. It is actually something you have to, or something that I copy pasted inside. I mean, I found this sign on like Minecraft forum. Yeah, Minecraft forum, like a website or forum. So I just copied that sign, Control C, and then I just Control V in the sign in Minecraft. And there are specific letters. So I think that the letter R or the letter K, whichever I pressed just now, makes this sort of like a glitchy kind of effect or cryptic effect. Yeah, I like that. But I don't want it to show that here, since I feel like I'm overusing this technique if there's two of it in the same area. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. I'm just going to use this beverages. So that in fact is just okay. So this very small convenience store on purpose, since I want it to be a very sketchy area. But I like it. Interior wise, it's not much. It's just a couple of shelves of fridge heads, but the main thing, or the main highlight of the store is this like sort of cryptic message. But with that said, I think that's all of the progress we have today. Nothing much I said nothing much, but it's actually quite a bit. So obviously his progress is going to slow down in the coming sessions, because I'm starting, or like physically going to college once again. So there's not going to be like this huge crazy amount of progress, but who knows, maybe someday I'll just come in and I have a whole another city built. 1 minute, let me take a sip out of my water. Hopefully I don't finish it. Oh god, this water there is disgusting. Holy shit, there's still some left, but oh god, no. Oh lord, what the hell is this? This is not water? What is this? I'm not sure what I just drank, but I do not think it's water. It tastes metallic. Oh no. Oh god, that tasted horrible. Holy shit. I don't know what I just drank there. Oh my god. Okay, with that said, we have done with the progress. Now I think I briefly searched for the schlong, since it's already been 49 minutes without actual progress. I actually had an idea of what I was going to do today, but I don't think I had time for that. So let's just take a couple of minutes to find a schlong, and 1 minute or one zone that I want to come back to was this area. Since there's a secret here that I'm not sure whether Shadow have visited before, he may have. He may have put the schlong here. So let us go down this trap door. I can see a very small interior. You can see anyone hiding there here. Anyone hiding there, huh? No, sir. No one at all. So if you actually go inside here, we can actually see someone hiding. And I remember that I showed you guys this piglin zone or piglin area. It was like a hideout where they are basically ostracized. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce that word. I pronounced it a couple of days ago. I'm not sure why I can't pronounce it now. But basically the feeling that they are the outcast of the city. So basically this small zone or this poor zone over here, this guy is basically trying to let him hide. And basically his relative or someone close to him saying to the officer that basically no one is hiding here. Now I wanted to signify dominance, so I dressed up the officer in diamond armor and leather boots. But this guy here, to try to achieve the the significance in power. So I dressed him up in full leather attire, eating a bread, and this guy holding a crossbow. So basically a power play here. Now there was this scene in the movie where was like the scene where like is there a guy hiding under the table, and the guy just replied, "No, that's not." I think just based on what I said there, you can gauge or gauge where the movie came from or what the movie is. I can't remember exactly the title or what the name of the movie is. I'll try to find it. Though I doubt I can find it since I think I'll just forget about what I said in this part. I lost what I said again. Okay, let's close back down. But based on what we can see here, the schlong is not there. My god, I do not know where the schlong is now. I think I explored that area over there. I think I explored here too. I explored here as well. God damn, what else have I not explored? I explored behind there too. Maybe it's up here. If we go up here, maybe it's up here. Though I highly doubt it since I didn't came on anything. I visited this skyscraper, but it doesn't have an interior. It's just a normal skyscraper. But I don't think it's anywhere here. I've also wait a minute. I think I've updated this area too. Let me check. I think I've updated. I made some progress in this area. I can't quite remember. Yeah, it's not here. I visited that area there, but I don't think I got any progress there. But I also definitely don't think the schlong is there. Now, where could it be? I'm thinking of where else in Babylon that he could have hide that schlong in. Sorry. Let me think. Let me crack my brain. It could be one of the few other secrets that I have lying around, but I do not want to showcase or show that secrets just as of yet, since I want it to be, as I said, as I keep on saying, I want it to be like a gradual. What do you call it? A gradual. What's the right word for it? I want to show off New Babylon in like a gradual, systematic way. I don't want to show it all at once, and that includes for the secret. So I've already shown off one secret, which is the zone over there, or that small room over there. I don't want to try to exacerbate it even further. I don't try to show like 2 secrets in a day. Obviously, if needed, I will show it. But I don't think we have any other secrets that I want to show for today. So he could have hid it there, so I'm not sure, but we'll only find out in the next or in the upcoming sessions. So if I actually go here, we have this guard. This is actually also accessible in survival. I'm just going to show you how in quite a while. So if you talk to guard, you can pause if you want to read what is what is he saying. So if you press open up, he'll actually open the gates here. So we can go in and we can ask him to close them again. So if we go outside, it actually leads to the poor people area. I'm not entirely sure I showcased this in the previous session, but this basically connects with the whole connection towards this area over here. Where I think I showed this off in the last session, where you come up here using the tunnel, go up here, go here, come down, go here, you can go up, you come down there, you come up there, go here, go here, go down again, then go down some more, and then go inside here. So it's basically entirely accessible in survival. I kind of want to brag about that. It's not really something to brag worthy about, but hey, I want to show off the attention to detail here. So I think since I'm running out of time, I have in 56 minutes and I've done no progress so far. So I think I'm going to end off the schlong finding section here. So we have searched this area, that secret over there. Very short schlong finding section today. I'm sure Shadow will be disappointed, but once I have more time, or once I have a bit lesser of progress to show off, I can dedicate more time towards finding the schlong. So, what is the idea that I had for today? Now, this is related to the enter chest that I showed you guys yourself. So let us go back to the red light district. So if we go here, we can open up an enter chest. I have said that I have cleaned off, or I have systematically organized my ender chest. Basically what that means is basically I have I said basically a lot of times now. So you know the story where I said I went around the server and tried to collect banners or try to M3 banners like here. So I basically collected them all and put them in shulker boxes. Without my ice water, my voice is trailing off and my words is becoming more incomprehensible. I do not know why, but ice water has a tight grip around my balls at this point. Like, hey man, if you don't drink me, you're not going to sound good, man. I really shouldn't have forgotten to bring down my ice water, but okay, I'm rambling on even more. So let us take a look at the shulker boxes over here. So if we open it up, we have a lot of basically banners here. You can see everything is different, everything is full of letters, patterns and all. So, I wanted to say something but I forgot. Oh yeah, so my plan was I want to make a room to basically just display all the banners. Now it's not really going to be a room to be visited by visitors. It's more a room for me where I can come. You can M3 a banner and can easily use it. I don't have to like take out my ender chest. I can take out the shulker box and I have to like painstakingly pick out the banners. So I'll go make a room, organize all the banners there. Obviously it's going to be a bit decorated, but who knows? This is still in plans. But I want to create a room today, or try to start organizing today, and that is why I have created the trapdoor over here. So this will lead out to the room. Actually, I can create the room right over here. If I actually do it, I do it downwards, I have all the space I want, so I'm going to do that. So that's it. Let us crack on to it. Let us build it to with stone. This is not going to be texturous. It's going to be very easy. So let's just build downwards. Very simple. There you go. I can't remember what path should I build, or what direction should I build in. Okay, here. So I obviously have to dig out the area of the roof. Hopefully it's not going to be so big. I want it to be at least 3 blocks tall. Since I have like a sort of like a pet peeve on, oh, my earphone stopped functioning. Let me adjust the wire. Okay, there you go. Where I don't like rooms where my head just touches the roof. So to avoid this fact, I just make it 3 or 4 blocks wide. Okay, simple enough. We have completed that, basically the small room over here. So meanwhile we actually doing this, we can actually talk about the agenda now. On the first thing on the agenda, we have camping. Now, where do I start? Holy shit. I have quite a bit to tell. Okay, I lied, I have not much to tell. Maybe that's why I do not know where to start. So, camping. So, on Wednesday, right after I recorded session, or not right after, a day after my recording of session 708, me and my dad, we went camping. We went at this Bukit Kaching. We went on a long something like that. It had 2 ringgit entrance fee. So boy, I'm lost for words. I don't know how to start the story. Let me organize my thoughts first. So we did that. After that, and then we had the car incident. Okay, so we first went inside the area. It's a very nice scenic view of basically hills, waterfalls. It was like what do you call it? Advertised like as a waterfall area where you can go there with your family, chill out. There's a waterfall. There's a hiking trail that you can go on. So we saw a lot of families there since we went there on Hari Raya. So it was very packed, and it was also a public holiday, so the entrance fee was bumped up 1 whole ringgit. So it was 3 ringgit. So we brought all our camping gear, we brought our food. This wasn't really like a one night camping trip since that place didn't allow for that type of camping. So we just, what's the word for it? We just stayed there for a few hours. So we set up our camp. It took like about 10 minutes, not even 10, 5 minutes to set up our camp. So right after that, we unloaded all our stuff, we unpacked, we placed out the mat, we placed out the tarp. Thankfully we placed out the tarp, although the place or the area we chose, it had a roof over our head, but we started our the tarp anyway, because why not? No, was that a tarp? Did we set up the tarp? Actually, I'm second guessing myself right now. Actually, I don't think we set up the tarp, but we definitely set up a mat. No, I say mat. The mat was more like a DIY mat. Since we basically just unzipped a sleeping bag, like a very old sleeping bag, and used that as our mat. All my father's idea. So, after that, we went on the hiking trail. Now the hiking trail, I tell you, it was okay. For an unathletic guy, it was okay. But we made a fatal mistake of not bringing water. Now, I'm sure all you hikers know this. Water is one of the most crucial things that you should bring in a camping, in a camping trip. So instead, we just went halfway. So I've been saying so a lot. My story is not really structured here. Sorry for that. I'm not really sure, maybe because it's a lack of, because I'm dehydrated. I'm not really following the story very well. So So we went on one. I think we went for the second last stop basically. It was right after the peak or right before the peak. Then we just went downwards because we didn't want to risk it because we are really big guys. So in all seriousness, we didn't want to risk getting heart attacks because my cousin. Actually, maybe I shouldn't share this. It's a bit personal, but we didn't want to risk basically anything because we didn't have water and we didn't have the proper attire too. I just had like pants, like shorts, and I had like slippers. Not even shoes. I had slippers. So we didn't want to risk it, especially since the path was very slippery. Slippery since basically the area or the trail was in a waterfall area, so we could easily fall. So we didn't want to take the risk, so we just backed out. Thankfully, because it started raining as soon as we reached the bottom, or as soon as we almost reached the bottom. So when we reached the bottom, we basically chilled there for a while. We had our lunch. My father packed some nasi lemak, very good food, my favorite dish or Malaysian dish. Shadow, if you're listening to this, I'm sure you've been to Malaysia before. You've sent pictures of you being in Malaysia before, and I'm sure you've heard of nasi lemak. So allow me to glorify it even more. It is the pinnacle of Malaysian food. Like, holy shit, you know, when a vegetarian vibes with the food, it's serious business. Like, oh my god, nasi lemak. Oh, I'm gushing over the thought of having nasi lemak now. But it's really good food, so we packed some nasi lemak. Then we ate it. And then we basically chilled for the whole day. I think we left around 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. So, the story doesn't end there, since everything I said was not really noteworthy. But the story takes a turn when we are about to go back. So my dad, he drove and parked in like this soil, area that's basically soily or not dirty. He basically parked on a soil-based area, not like on a pavement or not on concrete. Not on concrete or tar. Like he didn't park on the road. So because of that, you remember the slight detail I said it was raining. It rained heavily just now. My dad's car got stuck in that area because the ground sank so low he couldn't reverse back. The tire was basically stuck halfway through the soil. So like, oh, we're gonna have to push the car. So we had to push the car. So my dad put it in neutral at first, but neutral wasn't working. So he tried to reverse. So he was in the car, and I was at the front of the car. So he was stepping reverse at first, and he was like, how do I explain the situation? He was gassing or stomping on reverse, or stomping on the gas to reverse backwards, and I'm pushing from the front. So I pushed. It got up quite a bit, but then it just crashed down again. So then we tried to unload all our stuff, and he tried to reverse again. He tried to reverse again without me pushing, and he didn't budge. So we unloaded the stuff, and then we tried to push him again. This time I tried to help push. Okay, that did not make sense. Wait. Let me reconstruct this storyline again. So first, the car was loaded with our things. Now keep in mind, my father's car is like a 4x4 or like a big SUV car. So first, the car was filled with our camping gear, like our chairs, the boxes and such, and the picnic basket. It was quite heavy, or if all things combined. So first, my dad tried reversing with all those loaded. It didn't budge. And then I went and pushed at the front of the car. He tried to reverse backwards. It budged a bit, but at the end of the day, no difference. So we unloaded the thing. Same thing. He reversed. no difference. But I tried to push a bit. There's a bit of budge, but it kept crashing down. So at this point, like, oh, we might have to call a tow truck, but we might have to wait quite a bit since the area is kind of rural in the first place, and it is a public holiday, so it's going to be packed or it's going to be late. But thankfully, like God bless this miracle, there was quite a bit of locals around there, or around the area. Like a lot of people just came and just helped push my father's car. So the trick was to actually getting my father's car out of the ditch, not really a ditch, but out of the soil, was basically putting some stones to act as leverage, or stone or a big chunk of logs underneath the tire, so the tire has more grip the tire has more grip to get out. So with the combined efforts, we finally managed to get the car out, thankfully, God bless. So it took like, there were like 10 people there. There were quite a bit of people there. Without the people there, we would definitely have to call a tow truck, but it all worked out in the end, thankfully. But that was my story, or the highlight of the day. It's just seeing everybody come together as a community to help to help extinguish a certain problem. It really warms my heart. But that's the story of the camping trip, where the most interesting thing that came out of that day was not the camping. It's time was to get out of the camping area. Now, that's basically what I just wanted to share. Travel. I do not like travel. Like as a building block, it works very well, but as a block alone or block in nature, it does not work well. Oh, I'm running out of breath. I may have to stop it in a while. Okay, I blocked all of that off. Why is water still flowing down? Oh, there you go. Now let us light this place up. How should I light it up? Right, sea lantern. I'll use sea lantern. I think we can just do that. Obviously, if we need more space, I'll just expand it even further. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. That should work fine. I think with all of it light up, it will give her just like a nice hallway, a nice futuristic hallway. So I think now we can start adding the banners or start organizing. So I'm going to create a... There was a hole to the top. Where is it? Oh, there you go. So I want to create like where I store the shulker boxes over here. So let's create a simple room. Let me the right blocks. There you go. Now just fill this up. I'm running out of breath. Holy shit. I just drank a sip of the disgusting water and I tell you, holy shit, the water is not good. I think I'm just going to finish this area. I think I'm going to call it off. Since it's already 1:30, like holy shit, these sessions are getting longer and longer right now. Because last time the average was 1:15, but now, whoa, I'm surprised, man. I'm very surprised. So let us just fill up this area. Actually, no, let's not end that. We still have to get through our agenda. Eurocamp. Now, I think I mentioned before my favorite anime was Violet Evergarden, but coming second is actually Eurocamp. It is a very cute, calming, cozy anime about a bunch of students basically just going camping. Very, very nice. Now, it's not like Jujutsu Kaisen where it's very action-packed, like you have scene after battle, battle after battle being like so hyped, like you are at the edge of the sea. It's not like that. It's more You're not at the edge of the seat. In fact, you're the opposite. You're way back on your seat. You're just chilling. Now that's the feeling that I get from watching Hero Camp. It's a very calming, cozy anime that I fall in love watching it. I'm sure it's not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm actually very sure not everyone would like it. Oh god, what did I just drop? I just duplicated. I lost my banner over there, but never mind. Whoa. I suddenly lost track of how many shulker boxes I've placed. But it's okay. I placed that, placed that, placed that. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. I'm losing track of how many shulker boxes I'm placing, or what shulker boxes I'm placing. So I'm just gonna get rid of the ones that I have placed. Okay. We can get rid of this one. Oh god, I'm confused. My brain is not meant to work this hard. Okay, I should not have done it like this. Okay, back to Yuru Camp. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah, shit. This is bad news. I do not know which is which. OLS. 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 I need a flint and steel. Okay, back to Yuru Camp. It's very cozy. It's just following a bunch of cute girls doing cute stuff. That kind of genre of anime. So, that's it basically. It's very cozy and nothing else to say about it. So it basically started airing this season, if I recall correctly. Episode 1 is out, or episode 2. I think 2 episodes are out. Yeah, 2 episodes are out. I'm rechecking and checking this shulker boxes quite a bit now. Oh lord, I did not know they will exit. Okay, now I just have to get rid of the fire. This is a disaster, holy shit. Okay, 1, 2, OLS, we do not need that. We can burn that. OLS, we do not need this too. Oh shit. There you go. We do not need this too. Man, fall off the box, man. There you go. Okay, so you can about 2 episodes in right now. Very good. There was a bit of worry that since the production team changed for the new season of Eurocamp, with season 3, so the character designs and such received quite a bit of change. But thankfully, I can confirm it was not that big of a deal. It was actually, I kind of prefer this character design. It might be a controversial take, but I really like the character designs now. Surprisingly, I thought I would a bit too jarring for me, but I actually wait. Because the same box, never mind. Wait. I keep on getting confused. Let us. Okay, how about this box? Is this the same? EA. Okay, that box is the same. So okay, get rid of that. Is this box the same? Why is all the boxes the same? Okay, I think I've got it in the groove of things. Is this box the same? Okay, something wrong. I've definitely misplaced some boxes. Thankfully, we have quite a bit of boxes, so there's no shortage of. Okay, so all this the same. Okay, all of this is the same. Never mind. I do not have to worry about throwing away the boxes. So, you recap. This session is going great. Holy shit, man. Yeah, it's a great anime. I think I don't really have to shout it out. If you are interested in it, go check it out. It has the Igat seal of approval, I guess. What else? Let me check the agenda. I think with that shit show out of the way, we shall talk about Blood Meridian. Now, I actually remember me saying that I am trying to read this book. Not currently reading, but I'm trying. You heard me right. This book is hard to read. The grammar, or not grammar, the style of how he writes his book. Now, by he I mean Conor McCarthy. Now, I know this book has a reputation of being like very very violent and such. That's why it's counted as one of the greatest novels in American culture or in American history. Now, the basic premise of it is basically, I think, about scalp hunters, where they basically hunt for Indians and use their scalp for tickets or receipts. Now, because of this, you can obviously tell that the style of writing will be a bit grim. Oh, wait 1 minute. Okay, I can get rid of this. So, but that's not the problem that I have with this book. Well, not really problem. That's not the fascination that I have this book for. It's the way of it's the style of his writing. The fact that he writes, like, how do I explain this? The fact that he writes in such. Okay, I'll give you an example. He doesn't use quotation marks. Like, you know, when you read novels, you see like characters, they talk with quotation marks. Like when they're speaking, they'll have, you know, their respective quotation mark, like my name is Jason, and quotation mark, said Jason. But he doesn't. He just have to read the book to understand what I think. You know, I'm just gonna let me choose a random page for me to read to you guys, basically. I'm trying to find a perfect page that encapsulates this book. I can't find when I want to explain it, I can't. Let me go to the start of the book. Not the introduction. That's chapter 1. There you go, chapter 1. Let me find it. I explained this to my dad. I found a perfect passage to actually explain to you this book. So, keep in mind what I'm going to read. It does not have quotation marks. Judge, how did you come to have the goods on that no account? Goods, said the judge. No quotation marks, remember. When was you in Fort Smith? Fort Smith, question mark. When did you know him to know all that stuff on him? You mean the Reverend Green? Yes, sir. I reckon you was in Fort South, for ye come but here. I was never in Fort Smith in my life. Doubt that he was. They looked from one to another. Well, where was it you ran up on him? I never laid eyes on the man before today. Never even heard of him. He raised his glass and drank. There was a strange silence in the room. The men looked like mud effigies. Finally, someone began to laugh. Full stop. Then another. Soon, they were all laughing together. Full stop. Full stop. Someone bought the judge a drink, and then just another sub-chapter basically. Now you can see, keep in mind all the dialogue there. The first thing that comes to mind, obviously no quotation mark, but all of the dialogue isn't labeled. Only the judges, basically the main not main character, the important character is labeled. Like only the judge, you can see when I said the judge, only his was labeled without quotation mark. Keep that in mind. All the other voices is basically background noise. I really like his style or his use of language there. By not emphasizing on who said the phrase or who said the sentence, it basically says that who said it is not important, or it's basically background noise for the judge. Since the judge was also drunk, is also not really drunk. He's basically, what do you call it? Influenced by alcohol. It also may what do you call it? What's the right word for it? It may symbolize that he doesn't recognize any of them as like people who are speaking. Basically, he just sees them as a background noise, which if you actually read through his character, which I can see it making sense, but not quite as far as in the book for me to judge as of yet. Now, basically the situation was that the guy, he accused of someone. It's going to get pretty dark here very fast, so I'm sorry if you are basically sensitive to this topic, but trigger warning for this past few seconds. So basically the judge accused of this father, not father like this church father, he accused him of raping a 10-year-old girl in the book, and he also accused him of many sexual misconducts. So because of this, the tent they were in became very bloodthirsty basically. Everybody wanted to kill the father. So because of that, there was gunshots, and the father obviously ended up being dead. Now the judge has a lot of influence on this man basically. So because of that, they trusted this judge, or basically the important guy that I said just now. They basically trusted him wholeheartedly, and you can tell based on the conversation or the passage that I have read out to you guys, you can tell that he had no idea who that guy was or who the father was. He just took a guess in the dark, took a blind shot in the dark, and well, he ended up being dead. Not the judge, the father. The father could have been really innocent, who knows. And when he admits to that, the audience or the people that was in the tent, that were in the tent, they didn't get mad, they just laughed. That's the power or the grip the judge has over them. So I really like his style of writing, although it can be a bit confusing. Very confusing at first. It's something that I have to power through, or I have to focus through. So I'm looking forward to actually finishing this book. It's very nice, very thought-provoking, I would say. Now next, I have finished that rant or the tangent. 2 new games, yes. This should be a very short tangent. I bought 2 new games called Her Story and Spiritfarer, the Triple-I initiative, which was like a Steam, not really a Steam sale, but more of like a Steam award ceremony. Not really an award ceremony, but it was basically showcase. Yeah, that's the right word. A showcase of indie games, like a lot of highlights. So there was this game called Spiritfarer. It looked very cozy, right up my alley. It's like Stardew Valley, I searched it up as about 20 to 30 hours of playtime. It was on sale for about 18 ringgit, and I was like, oh my god, I should grab this. So I did. I have not played it just as of yet. I plan to play it actually. I'm not sure how or when I'm gonna play it. Maybe when it's like a chill day or something, I shall play it. But as for now, I shall hold off. I'm trying to arrange the letters, by the way, if you guys do not know what I am doing. I'm trying to find the letter B, if I have the letter B anyway. B. I do not think we have the letter B. I found the letter C though. So C, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, yeah. So I'm really looking forward to Spirit Traveler. It looks really fun, really cozy. The characters looks amazing. It looks very diverse. I'm looking forward to it. Now her story, on the other hand, is more like what I would describe as an interactive movie. What I mean by this is that it's a 2-hour movie with some gaming elements in it, and I'm looking forward to playing that game. It looks very fun. It looks very unique. People say the twist is very interesting. I've not looked into it that much to avoid spoiling myself, but yeah, you can Google or search this up on Steam. Her story is like about lesser than 3 ringgit right now. I highly recommend you to buy it or to get it up, since I'm not sure when it's going to go on sale again. But yeah, that's enough. That's a small tangent over. I'm trying to rush now. This is actually longer than my last episode now. Hey, no, not yet. It's going to be longer than my last episode now. Corner Cyclothon. Oh. As you guys know, he actually conducted the cyclothon for the Immunodeficiency Foundation. This 2 weeks basically. Unfortunately I couldn't join for the first 2 weeks, or first few days since college started. I was pretty busy, but this past Hari Raya, or this past holiday, I've been watching him on and off. It's basically the start of my day, and these streams it's just I've been smiling year to year this whole time watching him. It's very wholesome, and he raised not 600 or 500,000 as in the previous cyclothon. He raised over $1 billion for the IDF, and I was like, man, it's the first time that I've been incentivized to donate. Since all this time, like, I've been just a background watcher of corner streams. I don't participate much in it. But it's the first time where he actually convinced me to donate myself. So I donated about 11 ringgit or $2. Not much, but basically it really made a big impact on me. It's like, man, I don't know, but he's really such a very nice content creator, because he's basically my idol, or what I want to become in the future. Not what I want to become, what I want to achieve in the future. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Or basically what I want to strive for in the future. Let me just put back my... There you go. I don't have B. A, R, E... I do not have B. A, L, S. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We have H. So it's nice seeing Iron Mouse's reaction towards all this. Very heartwarming. It just drives us to try to do a better, or try to keep up the wholesomeness in life. H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Do we have I? Do we not have I? H-I M O H A B C D H I that's M H I J K L M H I J K L M N O. Okay, we got all of that down. So N N M N O Q. Sorry if I'm not paying my full focus. M N O A B C H I J K L M N O P. Okay, that's the wrong banner. But yeah, it's nice seeing the iBoss reaction and Pete, Premier 2, Chris Broad. They're just such fun people to hang around with, man. I wish I was in that cyclothon. Okay, maybe not cycling with them, but joining them on their adventure, basically. At the ending of the last day, like, going to Tokyo Tower, and you can see because they organized like this crowd to be there with them, or to go. Basically, a small, not small, even big crowd to go view, their achievement. Basically, it was very heartwarming to see everyone cheering for them. You can hear like for a few meters, like few hundred meters away, their cheers. And man, it's hard to describe with words how I feel. Because if I were to properly express myself, I would need to write an essay. AMNOPQ. Okay, to write an essay, try to describe the feeling that I have felt or that I've been touched. It's a really nice feeling. If I'm going to watch actually the first few watts, because I missed the episode with Gant. I watched halfway the episode where PewDiePie came in. And highly recommend you to watch it, or to wait for the video when it comes out. PQRST A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R P Q R S P Q R S T. There you go. So, I think with that done, I don't want to spoil anything too much yet. I want you guys to go check it out on your own. I have few viewers that also watch Corner, definitely. Even Shadow himself, I think he watches Corner on and off. Very nice. Let us move on through the agenda. College, yes, tomorrow college starts. I have 7:30 class. So, progress, as I said, will be slow again. It won't be like there won't be any burst in progress as usual. I'm just checking whether we have any change. We need an L, alright? H I J K L M N O P Q R R S. We need an S. I'm pretty sure we have an S. There you go, we do have an S. You go. Yeah. So college starts tomorrow. I have basic computing as my first lesson. Looking forward to it. To be honest, didn't see my friends in a week. So yeah, I think I wanted to explain all my college stuff in this segment, but I think I explained it too much in the previous segment, so I'm just going to move on to Deep Rock Galactic Hazard 9. Now, I know not much of you knows what Deep Rock Galactic is. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We already have H. What Deep Rock Galactic is, but think of Hell Divers, but more pixelized. Not pixelized. More dwarfish, I guess. So we actually went on to play Hazard 9. I went on. It was, oh my god, it was the best session of Deep Rock Galactic I've had. So I played in this CN server, or the Chinese server. So I played as a driller with a sludge pump build. And man, you can see it was very fun. Like we reached like 1,000 or like 1,500 buck kills now. Or it did end in a loss, obviously, since the CN player was like ranks higher than me and he was way more better than the game, and he kindly explained, let me preface this. He kindly explained that I wasn't good enough with the game. Or like, you know, I wasn't the right rank for this. I didn't have much experience, which I wholeheartedly agree. That I was dying a lot. He was basically carrying the team. I wholeheartedly agree, no hard feelings there at all. But it was still very fun. I urge you all to, anyone to play Deep Rock Galactic to actually go and try. Very high hazards. Obviously, you need some mods for it to work in higher level hazards. You can't do this in vanilla. Vanilla, it goes up to hazard 9 only. Or not hazard 5, sorry. After that, it's all what they call it. After that, it's all modded, like has 6, has 6.5, has 7, has 7.2 x2. It's all what do you call it? What's the right word for it? It's all modded. So yeah, I urge you all guys to go there. You may just have the best session. Obviously, if you did the right teammates, it'll be way much better if you are in like voice chat, speaking to your friends. But not everyone has the privilege to do that. I just play with strangers all of the time. So yeah, with that said, I think we have quickly but swiftly finished our agenda. I think this is already longer than the last episode, which is unexpected. I did not expect this episode to be that long, especially when I didn't do anything that much. I have not much progress done. This I was to say something. Last session's recording was 20 GB big, the file size. Holy shit! This new recording software is blowing my mind. Like, the quality is there. Like, it's way more clear. H-I-J-K. I think we don't have K. It's way more clear. My voice is also H-I-J-K. Like, it's blowing my mind, but at the same time, 20 GB. Seriously? That's very long. We have S. So yeah, so I said in the beginning of the last session where Selamat Hari Raya, it actually in fact went on live or went on being uploaded the next day. That's how long it took for it to get uploaded. So I'm not sure how long this session will basically take me to upload for. It's already going to be 11 o'clock. So I think it's Giggle went live. looks like I know what I'm doing after this. So yeah. It basically will probably be uploaded in the next day or like 12 o'clock. So I think it took like 4 hours for it to process to HD, which is mind blowing. Like, whoa, holy shit, man! Like, this is like, I feel like a proper YouTuber now. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T. We already have T. We are missing A B. We're missing D. They're always missing the D, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Shadow, I wonder why is that, huh? Why are we missing the D, Shadow? I'm never gonna find it, okay? H-I-T-U. We need U. There you go. I also am trying new music. Like now I have jazz, Noir. I think I pronounced it Noir. Jazz, Noir, soft jazz music for foggy nights, rainy days, solitude, and broken hearts. Now, I think that should be it. I'm just trying to find for more banners. It's been unproductive episode. Nothing much is going on since nothing much can go on basically. It's just a normal chill episode. Since I want to try to, I've lost my train of thoughts again. Shit. Let me reconstruct my sentence again. There's not been much progress this episode, which I'm sorry for, but not really sorry for at the same time. Since I guess the yapping session, part of the yapping session is it being very comfy, or something you can put inside the background where you can just listen while you do your homework, or while you stress over your assignments, something like that. So that is part of why I really like the yapping sessions. So I guess this is like one of many unproductive sessions that I have. Because I think the reason this last two sessions have been very long, because I have a lot of progress to show you guys. So that is partly the main reason. So I think we should end it off. Be warned, do not expect the same amount of progress in the upcoming sessions. It is going to be way lesser since I've started college. So keep that in mind. Next sessions will probably be way more shorter. It'll be way more productive since I've got nothing to show you guys. That means most of my time will be basically building, which I'm a bit excited for. I want to expand the red light district even more since I'm really happy with the red light district. So let us go find a suitable place for me to end off in. Let us fly back up. Let us actually end in the bar, shall we? The cozy bar. Shit, I can't get out! Maybe having this is Are You Trapdoor is a mistake. I think I shall change it to maybe Crimson Trapdoor, I guess. Yeah, that works. Let's go inside the bar like this. I did that. I probably do the sorting out for the sorting out of the banners in the off camera. Who knows? But with that said, guys, I am being blocked by something. Where is my face? Oh, not too up close. Let me go here. Okay, with that said, guys, thank you for watching another episode of Igat's Yapping session. I really did not expect this to go this long. In fact, 147:42, which is mind-boggling. I did not expect to be this talkative today. No, not really talkative. It's more like being nonsensical. Nonsensical boss, our newest member. And that's an Easter egg right there for him to watch or for him to see. So, oh, sorry. Now, shout out to, I guess, all of the stuff that I talk about. Not the schlump. I still need to find the schlump. So if you haven't checked out Eurocap, go check it out. Glen Meridian, I actually would not suggest you to check it out. It has a lot of trigger warnings and it has a lot of red flags for people who don't like this type of stuff. Or not to say don't like, or to find themselves uncomfortable with this type of stuff. But if you don't like it, like I don't like this type of stuff, or like this type of, not content, this type of language and such, I would actually advise you to check it out. Since the author definitely does not portray it in a good light. It's all to basically not spread awareness, it's more to basically bring a light to this issue, because all of this is based loosely, not accurately, not 100%, this is all based loosely on true events, where this has happened throughout history before. Now, check out the two new games, Spiritfarer and Her Story. I'll actually probably write a review, or not write a review, I'll talk about it in the upcoming Yapping session or after I have played these games. I actually have to finish Citizen Sleeper and Gris first. Connor Cycloton, I know there's no shot he'll be watching this, but since you guys are watching this, go check him out. Very great guy. College, don't shout out to that. I'm not looking forward to the heck ton of assignments I'll be getting. And Game Rock Galactic. Make sure to check that out. I mean, that's it. Thank you for watching. Session 8 or Session 9 or Session 10 or Session 7. I don't know at this point. This will probably be up on the 15th of April. Well, my time, of course. MYT. I'm not really sure how long it'll take, since this is unfortunately longer than the previous session. It will probably take quite a bit for it to upload, maybe 5 hours, 4 hours. So I think this 10 minutes will probably add another 1 GB worth of footage. And it's just me standing here not doing anything. That already took up 3 minutes, that's about 100 MB, like holy shit. Like, but one thing is sad is that I can't really save all the mods, not all the mods. I can save the the soft copy or the MP4 file of it. I'll just have to delete. If not, like just 4 of it will completely obliterate my storage of 4 Yapping sessions. So that's it for real, guys. Thank you for watching. Look out for the next session, I guess. Thank you for sticking it out to the end, I guess. I don't think many people actually watch until the end, but if you do, hello. If you don't, also it's okay. I don't really care. That's it. I've said that's it. I've tried to end this in a natural way for quite some time, but for real now, I shall stop the I shall stop the recording and see you guys in the next session, which should be in 6 days or 5 days from now on. I plan to record it maybe on Saturday or on Friday, but that's it again. Thank you for watching and goodbye. See you in the next session.